Welcome to Leading from the Future. I'm your host, Dr. Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. We say a prophet you can trust. Listen, you are now tuning in to a transformative approach to leadership. That's right. We bring people from all around, an amalgamation of leaders, backgrounds, and help you to shift your focus from reaching to present challenges, overcoming, and to help you proactively create a desired future. Listen, as you listen to these stories, you will get strategies, tactical insight, vision that will inspire you to overcome and become whatever it is that God wanted you to become. Here at Leading from the Future broadcast, it's a unique space where inspiration blends with revelation to empower your journey, right? Here, we don't just keep you informed, we transform your perspective to see it from a different way. We show you that you don't have to get bitter, but you can get better, and help you to dive into riveting stories of individuals who triumphed over adversity. They learned from what they've been through and they persevered against all odds so that they could help you, amen, with invaluable lessons they've learned and help you to use your voice to ignite change. Our show isn't just about stories, it's helping you to have compassion, which is a call to action. We believe everyone born is born for a purpose. We tell you to find your purpose so you can start living your life. Your unique calling makes you indispensable to this world. This is not just a show, it is a movement of leading you to the future. So today, we have a wonderful guest. I'm telling you, you're going to be excited. She comes with energy, passion, expertise, strategic movements. And you know what I tell you? She saved and paid, huh? A mindset to millions, and she lived to tell the story. Glory. She is an international keynote speaker, author, coach, and on air radio TV host. Who am I talking about? Dr. Tammie Harris. She's an award winning keynote speaker, that's right, and a best selling author. She's a global business coach with over 30 years of experience in real estate, social work, and guess what? Ministry. That's right. She do that work. You understand? She is dedicated to empowering women and organizations worldwide. What she does is she helps build dreams, establish legacies, and create generational wealth through proven financial strategies and a mindset change for transformation. She's the CEO of Tammie Harris Coaching and the Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm. She mentors women, entrepreneurs to scale their business, build strong infrastructures, and develop, you heard it from me, confidence to succeed. Her signature programs include Sale and Grow Rich Academy, an inner circle mastermind group, equip women to achieve 6 to 7 figures of success. That's why you need to hit her up. That's why you need to do it. Dr. Tammie is also the founder of Kayla J Community Foundation and has partnered with global initiatives like Dr. Patricia Bailey Ministries to build tiny homes in South Africa and Liberia. She's sought after, motivational speaker. She delivers, I promise you, she does this with compassion and she delivers her messages with empowerment, not only on stages, but to universities, corporations, and even religious institutions. She has extensive credentials, include a BA in psychology, certifications in counseling leadership, graduation from the Joseph School of Business. I'm telling you, look, she's been in all kind of magazines. You want to know who she is? Well, sit back and let me tell you the story of Dr. Tammie T. Harris. Welcome to the show, Leading from the Future. How are you today, woman of God?
I am so good, man of God, and what an honor to be on your show, Dr. Prophet Anthony D. Shannon in the building.
Whoop, whoop. What you say, Miss Goose? Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You understand? Well, we're so excited to have you on the show. You're doing so many wonderful things, making an impact out here that can never, ever be erased, empowering women, You have learned, earned, and then you return to go tell somebody else about the story. That is so wonderful. Well, why don't you just start off? Let's just get right on into it. Amen. And tell the people who you are, where were you raised, who was your parents, do you have any siblings? Let's just start there.
All right, all right. Well, I am completely grassroots. I'm from Eastern North Carolina, and if anybody know anything about North Carolina, we listen. I was the daughter of sharecroppers, so we deep down, deep south. Greenville, North Carolina, is where I was born and raised. Rocky Mount, graduated from Rocky Mount Senior High School, and I'm actually my mother's only birth child.
Mm.
A lot of people don't know that about me. That's why I have so much personality, because I had to entertain myself as a kid. But I do have some step siblings that I'm proud to be in the family with. But yeah, that's who I am in a nutshell. When people ask me who am I, Dr. Shannon, it's so easy to talk about what we do. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman of faith. I'm a
Mm.
child of God. I'm a woman of excellence. I call myself from time to time Ruth. I'm Deborah. I'm that girl. I'm that girl, my Gucci brother, that continues to trust God, trust the process, and you name all those things that I do. But at the end of the day, I am that woman of God that want more what God want me to be doing than what I want to be doing.
Wow, wow, and wow. You dropping 24 karat gold bars, and we just started. I tell you,
Mm.
indeed. So wonderful to hear what you're talking about and sharing. Wasn't you like a therapist or something at one time?
Yeah, man. I tell my 23-year-old, I have three sons, 34, 30, well, 34, 32, and 23. And my 23-year-old, he be trying to find his way and decide what he's going to do. Is he going to be an entrepreneur? I said, man, I done had about 8 lives. For 18 years, I worked in social work, family therapy. I've been a director of a social services satellite office. I worked in foster care and child protective services, foster care and adoptions. I worked in Work First. I worked at UNC School of Social Work, School of Epidemiology, School of Health as a social researcher. So I have 18 years of experience in family counseling, clinical therapy, family preservation. So yeah, I've done a little bit of some of everything.
Well, I tell you, what made you didn't make that transition out of that? You've done it so well for so long. What
Mhm.
made you do the leap and transition out?
Dr. Anthony, I asked myself in 2007, which is 17 years ago, almost 18 years ago, I asked myself, Tammie, what would you do if you wasn't afraid?
Mm,
What would you do if you was not afraid? See, you have to understand, man of God, I was walking through a season and I was going through a divorce.
mm-hmm.
And the city that I was in, I had to process and assess, what do I want my new next to look like? And for
Okay.
me, social work, therapy, and family preservation, I work with at-risk youth and DJJ, Department of
Mm,
Juvenile Justice. I was burned out. And so
mm.
I had an opportunity to make a pivot. Well, in making a pivot, I didn't just want to pivot. I wanted to pivot in a way that I would still be able to touch the lives of people, but I would be able to support my 5-year-old son as a single mom. And the only thing that I could think of that I would do for free was to sell
Yeah.
real estate, because I had sold a couple of my own houses for sale by owner, and I loved homes and decorations, and I always loved people. So I said I could sell some real estate and still interact with people, because man, selling real estate, you need some social work and therapy skills.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because I was going to ask you, did your background in therapy influence your approach, to real estate and client relationships? Does that help?
It does help because, I work with people from all walks of life. I've helped people sell, $30,000 houses, buy $30,000 houses, to homes in the millions, and all these different personalities and ideas and thoughts, so you got to use what you got. And people have many conflicts, people going through divorce, people empty nesters, and now they're stressed out because their whole lives was given to the children, and now they got to find another place to go. So absolutely, interpersonal skills from social work and therapy, you can take that in any job.
Wow, that's pretty good because you deal with a lot of, like you said, a lot of different personalities. And so that's very important because you got to know how to pivot and know what to do to talk to them and get them what they want, I'm sure, because a lot of people are picky, and I'm sure you have to find that. So here's the next question. What has been the most rewarding moment for you in all your careers?
Wow, because I got a couple of right.
Right.
So I think about the coaching, I think about, speaking, and I think about the real estate, and I think about, I was a pastor for 8 years. Dr. Shannon, I love people.
Yes.
I don't know where it had to be an innate gift from God.
Okay.
I love God's people. And so whether it's me, helping a family, a first time home buyer who daddy and uncle and cousin told them they will never get real estate, they will never own a house, to get them to that leg of the journey where they're at the closing table and they're getting their keys. Now, that's been one of the most rewarding things for me, because myself, as a entrepreneur and a realtor and a business owner, I understand the power of real estate, and I've owned
Mm.
collectively about 13 houses.
Wow.
So I've seen in buying one house, the next house, the next house, how you roll that money over to the next and the next and the next. So I
Okay.
understand how it can build generational wealth. So seeing that for people, man, that just does something good for my soul.
Mm. Wow, that's awesome. Why don't you think more African Americans are, why don't they buy homes? Is it because of the limitations they suffered early on for other generations and they don't think they can do it? Why do you think is that?
Hey, sir, let me tell you, I remember as a little girl growing up the daughter of a sharecropper. See, this is what people don't understand.
Hmm.
You become, in many regards, where you came from. And
Ah,
and my mom, she actually cleaned the house of the sharecropper owner. And my dad worked on the farm, and so we lived in their home. And at the end of the season, we would be credit back whatever my dad made on the farm, but at the same time we had credits and things at the store and all
okay.
that had to be paid off. So what I realized, I didn't have a mindset for home ownership because I didn't
Okay.
see that. I used to
I
ride
see.
by these homes and wonder, how in the heck do they do that? How do they live in that house? So knowledge is powerful.
Hmm.
Education is powerful. Mindset shift is powerful. A lot of people have been told, you can't do that. You can't afford a house, but you're
Hmm.
paying $1,800 in rent. You're paying $2,400. Shoot, you're paying $1,000 in rent. Okay.
That's right.
So it's the mindset, and people just don't know. But that's why we're here to educate.
Absolutely. And you talk about the mindset of lot. And what is one of the keys, or at least three of the keys you share with people in order to change their mindset from a poverty or scarcity to now abundance and even millions?
Hey, what are you reading? What
Mm,
are you reading? Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. What are you reading? You got to read The Power of Positive Thinking, Norman Vincent Peale. What are you listening
mhm,
to? Are you tuning in to Dr. Anthony D.
mhm,
Shannon? When
mhm,
I tune in to him, when he speak over my life and prophesy in my life, I see the fruit of it. What are you looking at on TV? Are you watching
mhm.
series all the time? Or are you actually looking at people who are doing things that's depositing back into you? So mindset is everything. You have to visualize yourself. You got to see yourself winning. You got to see yourself at the table. And the last thing I say, who in the world are you hanging out with?
Woo! Wow. That's a powerful statement right there. Who are you hanging out with? Birds of a feather flock together. If you want to stay broke, hang out with the broke folks. You want to know how to smoke, get you somebody that know how to smoke and they'll teach you, okay? But if you want to get rich, you want to know how to manage money, handle money, deal with money, you better get around some rich folk that's going places, folk that's going and matriculating upward and onward. You know
Mhm.
what Les Brown said? Because if you're going to fall, you might as well fall on your back. Because if you
Mm.
can look up, you can
Yeah.
definitely get up.
That's it.
So you're helping people get up. Now, let's ask you this question. Can you share any defining moments that shaped your vision for helping others? You said that so clearly, and helping them to move in purpose.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Let me tell you, I had a praying grandmother. I
Mm,
had a grandmother that told me when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 before she left the earth. She said, "You're going to do something great. You're going to be something
wow.
great. You're going to impact the earth." Now, I'm like looking at my own little self, this little scrawny, skinny girl, with really, nappy hair. I'm trying to figure out how is that going to happen. But she spoke into my life, and I never forgot that. And every summer, I would go to my grandmother's home in Eastern North Carolina because we had moved to Rocky Mount, but I would go back to Greenville. And Dr. Anthony, I would actually pick cucumbers to
Mm,
earn money for my clothes over the summer, for
okay.
my school clothes. And my grandmama would say to me, she says, "Hey, you're sowing seeds, you're winning. You're gonna win." The song "Win Win No Matter What" wasn't out back then, but my grandmother, it was something innate in her to empower me, to push me. I never forgot that. I got a huge picture of her in my office. And when I look up, I said, "Oh, ain't no stopping me now." Because my grandmother, who's in heaven, told me I was going to impact the world one day. And that's exactly what I have the opportunity to do.
Wow. Well, that's a good time to take a break. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. But while we're on this break, I want to encourage you to get the book, Live Generously, from yours truly. That's right. You need to get this book, put it in your library. I'm telling you, the Bible has a lot to say about your money. Yes, he don't not necessarily just want you saved. He wants you saved and paid. Did you not read John 10 and 10? The thief come but to steal, kill, destroy. But I come that you might have life in abundance to the full till it overflow. Oh, that's being saved and paid. You need to get this book, put it in your library, start understanding the basics of money, what God wants you to do with money. But here's most important, get you a good relationship with money. Okay, get your book today.
Here at the Victory Church, we are a teaching church. And who better to learn from than our very own Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon? He's written a book entitled Live Generously. That's right, if you are ready to embrace biblical principles about money and to learn about God's financial management and even about the joys of trusting God through giving, it's time for you to live generously. Get this book today. Purchase it for $20 here at the church, or you can purchase it in ebook form on our website for $14.99. That's right. Go ahead and visit our website, thevictorychurchint.org. You want to get this book if you are ready to go to another level and embrace God's biblical principles about money. Are you unshakable? We know you can't stop the storms of life, but you can discover how to be unshakable. If you're ready to learn how to overcome family challenges, illness, financial stress, and more, you need this book, Unshakable, written by Nelson Searcy. And the foreword was written by our very own Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Get this book, Unshakable, today for only $20 at the church. And you can also email us at tvci.executiveoffice@gmail.com. Get Unshakable today. It is God's desire that you overcome obstacles, even in less than optimum circumstances. Get these books today to live your best life. And here at the Victory Church, as we say, Success is the only option.
Hello, this is Dr. Tammie T. Harris, and you are watching Leading from the Future with Dr. Anthony D. Shannon.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, we hope that you're enjoying the show, and we want to let you know that we are grateful for you. From captivating stories to insightful discussions, we value your presence in our community. Now, if you're finding value and joy in what we bring to your screen, we'd like to invite you to consider taking your support a step further. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. We have 3 simple ways for you to give, making it quick and easy for you to send your contributions. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon. You can send your contribution directly to our amazing host. The second way is to download the VChurch app. Go ahead and download on the Google Play or your App Store and follow the prompts there. The third is Cash App, $ the Victory Church INT. Again, we thank you for your contributions and your support of Leading from the Future with our amazing host, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, thank you for being an essential part of our journey. Your generosity truly fuels our passion. Now let's get back to the show because more exciting moments await us. Thank you for your continued support.
Well, all right. Welcome back to Leading from the Future. I am your host, Dr. Anthony D. Shannon, a prophet you can trust, with my guest, Dr. Tammie T. Harris. Dr. Tammie been telling us, man, she been dropping 24-karat gold bars. Indeed. That's right. She letting you know you got to change your mindset. You got to move to new level. And what are you reading? You heard what she said. What are you reading? Because if you're going to lead, you got to read. Okay. All right. So Tammie, tell us then, how do you stay inspired, right, to continue to create coaching programs, real estate professionals, and then what impact have you seen it make?
Wow, how do I stay encouraged, motivated to keep pushing, to keep winning no matter what? I think a couple of things. I think one of the things that I do regularly is I rest. I still away. I regroup. I get coached up. I do therapy. I sit and I listen and I be poured into, because what I do understand, Dr. Anthony, is there is no way in the world that you can give out of an empty saucer. You cannot.
Wow, that's
It's
good.
no way in the world. You got to get poured into. You got to be willing to sit aside and be coached. We as coaches, we have coaches. You and I have one of
Absolutely.
the same coaches in the world. But you got to be willing to do that. And how that impacts me, boy, I come out ready. My theme song is Lecrae. I'm coming in hot. Okay. Because when you get revived, when you get strengthened, you remember everything you've been through, but now you got some more fight in you. You got to get your weight up. You got to get your weight up. And in order to do that, you got to get your rest.
You got to get your rest. Wow. Man, that's amazing. So how do you balance, and how have you balanced, leading a successful business while maintaining your personal life and your well-being and help raise kids?
Okay, let me ask you this, sir. You're the prophet. You okay? Is there any such thing as balance, or should we call it harmonize?
There you go. I like that. How do you harmonize?
Should we call it harmonize? And the reason why I say that, life has ebbs and flow. I tell people a lot of times, you're either coming out of something, you in something, or you're getting ready to go into something, because
Well,
life be lifing, but God be God and God be good. How I harmonize, balance it all is, listen, I know for sure I can have it all. I know that I can have it all,
absolutely.
but not all at one time.
Ooh,
Let me
wow.
say it one more
Yeah, you
time.
better repeat that one.
I know I can have it all, but
Uh-huh.
not all at one time. See, life is chapters. You know,
Jesus,
I'm
that's
in my
good.
56th chapter, man.
Hmm.
I'm living it up. The kids are grown. You know, I'm a
Hmm.
2-time grandparent.
Right.
Now I'm traveling places, getting ready to go back to Johannesburg, South Africa for the third time to build
Wow.
more tiny homes. We're gonna be, I think we built 13 thus far. But
Wow.
I didn't try to do that when my children were babies. I mean, come
Mm.
on. You
Right.
know, I didn't. I just became a 3-time best-selling author over the
Hmm.
last 6 years. I
Hmm.
didn't do that when my last kid was in high school.
Mm.
When he graduated in 2020, that's when I took a leap and started speaking on stages. So you just got to know your time and your season. And the word says, when the time is right, the Lord, will make it happen.
Wow. You know what did you instill in your children? What did you instill in them that made them want to be successful?
You know what? I decided to take the route that I was going to give to them what I did not get.
Ooh.
What is that? What is that? What is that? I came from a family where they didn't understand words of affirmation.
Okay.
Thinking about the 5 love languages, they didn't understand physical touch and things of that nature. So
Hmm.
I made sure I nurtured well. I made sure I spoke life, even with that younger one. Boy, he was acting up real bad one time. I made a decision that I was not going to call him what I saw him as, but I was
Mm.
going to call him who I believe he was. And
Mm.
that kid, thinking about him in particular, that same kid who was doing some of everything you can think of, that same young man bought his first home at 19 years old. And I
What you
want to
say?
say, at that time, he paid 205 for the house. The house worth $400,000 now.
Wow.
So I'm teaching entrepreneurship. I'm teaching mindset. I'm saying to you, you
Mm.
belong at the table, and you don't let nobody tell you that you don't belong there. But more important than that, I'm leading with Christ. You better
Mm.
make him the head, your
And
Lord,
not
and
the
your
tail.
Savior
Mm.
if you want to go to that next level. Because if you ain't got him, all this other stuff means nothing.
Wow. Let's talk about that, your faith. You know, you're not afraid to talk about it. You lead with it and you've been successful with it. You show other people they can be successful with it. You know, how did you get and find your faith? How did that come about?
Oh gosh, man of God. I was this little broken girl. I mean, literally, I was 14 years old, and I told you I came from, adverse poverty. Folks just said things that was not good and would mess with your mindset, your heart, break you down, and all of the above, But one day I was sitting in my Aunt Joy's living room at 12
Mhm.
o'clock at night, and Jan and Paul Crouch on
Mm.
TBN came on, and Jan had her pink hair and her bubbly personality, and she was like, I don't know who you are out there, but you need to be saved, you need to be born again. And I was 14 years old, and I knew of God because I had a praying grandmother, but by that time she had transitioned, and she always told me that God had a hold on my life. And when
Mm.
Jan said that, I gave my life to the Lord at 14 years old, and I
Wow.
walked with him ever since. When I got to college, I had to party just a little bit,
Absolutely. Come
but
on now.
I came on back in.
Come on.
But that was the start of my faith. And from that point forward, from youth services, marriage ministries, pastor church, international missionary in Africa. I'm a chaplain, recently got my chaplain licensure and all that. And my life with Christ changed my whole trajectory. And I'm so glad I know him.
Wow, I'm so glad I know him. I love that. That
Mhm.
is such Wonderful advice for people. So what advice do you give someone considering a major career change? You've done multiple and you've done it successfully. What advice do you give them?
Do it afraid. Do it afraid. I cannot sit here, sir, and say that every time I made a shift that, I knew it was going to go perfect. But I came to a conclusion that I'm not going to compare my life by anybody else's life.
Okay.
I made a decision. Look, if I told you my real story, I done been to hell and back, I've experienced some tough situations in life. And so I became fearless. And
Mm,
so you have to make a decision that, you got different chapters in life. It's okay to change your mind. At any given time, you can change your mind. If I decided I wanted to close down my real estate company today, yeah, I got 24 agents, but I could
mhm.
tell them, look at here, I decided I'm going to close the company down. You can change your mind. Sometimes people around us have said, oh, that's a good government job.
Mhm.
Oh, or you got benefits. I told somebody real quick, I'm going to tell you this quick story. Somebody said to me, well, are you sure you want to go into real estate full time? Because you got this job and you got tenure. Everybody know you in the state and you got your pension. And if you leave and go to real estate full time, then you're not going to have health insurance. I said, I done made my salary in 1 month that I make a
Woo,
year as in this role. And you don't think I could buy me some health insurance?
woo, what you say?
Let
My,
me
my,
just
my.
drop the mic on
That's a
that.
mindset change. Woo. Are you saying then that most people are stuck when just around the corner could be their destiny? Some people are settling for a merely just over broke with a job, and you saying they can step out of the boat and walk on the water. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Walk on the water and then bring other people with you and show them how to walk. That's what the coaching is about. That
Mhm.
whole platform for me is to help women to understand that they belong at the table. They can create their own tables. They should earn 6 to 7 figures monthly. I'm not talking
Monthly,
yearly, I'm talking monthly.
monthly.
So we have to be willing to get outside of the box. And who told you? When people say things to me like, I don't know, and I'm not, who told you? Who
Right.
told you
Who
that you
told
could
you
not
that?
do that?
Who you listening to?
Right.
My goodness gracious. Well, listen, this is a good time to take a break. We about to take a break right here. And you know what to do. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Tammie Harris with the Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm. Come on in and let me tell you a little bit about who we are.
We help you move with purpose. Purpose means different things to different people. It could be generational wealth. It could be finding a home for your family to move into. Or it could be investment income. After 18 years as a family therapist, I decided to start selling real estate. I got my real estate license and became a broker. For the past 13 years, I've been happily at it. You may say, Tammie, why now the Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm? I'll tell you why. After 7 years of owning my own team, I decided I wanted to take the approach to train, mentor, and develop realtors to become their best selves in this real estate game, to serve clients with a spirit of excellence. At our firm, we offer a professional touch, a warm smile, and a deep knowledge base to help you complete your process. And we always start with the end in mind, and that is to keep you on purpose with your real estate goals.
Introducing to you Leaders Live Generously Academy, a coaching program designed just for you, with yours truly, Dr. Anthony D. Shannon. That's right. Listen, I want you to understand that Leaders Live Generously Academy is where ambition meets purpose and success is redefined. Imagine a place where you don't have to choose between making a meaningful impact and achieving financial prosperity, where your pursuit of success harmonizes perfectly with your values of family and faith. At our academy, we understand that true leadership is about living generously, leading with integrity, and creating a legacy that transcends financial achievements. Under the guidance and the coaching of Dr. Anthony D. Shannon, I am a renowned expert in leadership with over 30 years of experience. Listen, not only do we teach you leadership, we teach you personal development. You'll discover your unique purpose. Learn to maintain balance in all aspects of your life. And I want you to unlock strategies for wealth creation. Why don't you join me and let me help you transform your vision of success, lead with generosity, and live a life filled with purpose. I want you to start your journey today at Leaders Live Generously Academy. It's the coaching program designed for you. It's where we teach you to lead, to love, to give. It's transformative leadership because the best leaders are those who live generously. Come join the Academy, and your coaching program starts right now.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, we hope that you're enjoying the show, and we want to let you know that we are grateful for you. From captivating stories to insightful discussions, we value your presence in our community. Now, if you're finding value and joy in what we bring to your screen, we'd like to invite you to consider taking your support a step further. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. We have 3 simple ways for you to give, making it quick and easy for you to send your contributions. The first is Cash App. That's right, $Anthony D. Shannon. You can send your contribution directly to our amazing host. The second way is to download the V-Church app. Go ahead and download on the Google Play or your App Store and follow the prompts there. The third is Cash App, $the Victory Church INT. Again, we thank you for your contributions and your support of Leading from the Future with our amazing host, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, thank you for being an essential part of our journey. Your generosity truly fuels our passion. Now let's get back to the show because more exciting moments await us. Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you for tuning in again for Leading from the Future. I'm your host, Dr. Prophet Anthony D. Shannon, and I have the privilege of our special guest, Dr. Tammie T. Harris, coming to you. She's dropping all kind of wisdom, knowledge, and nuggets, all the way from Carolina. Okay. Now, here's the deal, Tammie. You then stepped out of the boat. You're walking on the water, and now you create your own real estate company. Let's talk about that. What was your vision when you first founded the Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm?
I am so glad you asked. My motto is to help people, help families, to help you move with purpose. What does that mean? What does that mean? Anybody can buy a house, but let's strategize. What's the best house for you? How can you purchase in a market and in another market make double what you paid for that house? Let us help you move with purpose. I was doing fine. I was a top producer at
Mhm.
Remax, and man, I was in Vegas living it up, walking the red carpets, getting those awards. And,
Mm.
just out there doing great things in real estate. And then one day in 2020, when COVID happened, I
Right.
decided to pivot again. Like, I
Mm.
knew I loved real estate. I knew I liked working with families. I had already built a team, but I thought, why not start a real estate firm? Because one of my agents said to me, Tammie, why can't we have a real estate firm? Why do we have to be here? Why can't we do our own thing? And I was like, hey, why not? So that's
Right.
how it came about.
Ain't nothing but a word, huh?
Right. Right.
I love that. So how has it evolved since the beginning?
Yeah, man, it's just been a dream. It's been a dream. We started out with about, I'll say, 6 agents.
Mhm.
We've had all the way up to about 30 at one given time. Right now, we have
Wow.
about 24. When we first started out, I had a little small team, and then
Mhm.
I got a COO, and then I got 4 brokers in charge, and
Look at that.
team leaders, and community coordinator that will actually do community events like Backpack Buddy program, Rise to Hunger. We just start impacting the
Okay.
community. And then we went from there where we started bringing in transaction coordinators. And what I saw, man, we are building wealth. I'm
Yeah.
working with people and families, and I'm building wealth, not just for people who are buying and selling homes and land and commercial properties, but agents that
Mm.
trust my vision. And
Wow.
that alone just, it brings me so much joy, because my grandmother's told me I was going to make an impact in the world one day. And this is a example of that.
Wow. So, what sets Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm apart then from the other real estate companies is that your brokers want to come work for you? And then, secondly, how many brokers you think you've trained since you started,
Well, I
or real
tell you,
estate agents, should I say?
yes, yes. I tell you what sets us apart is, man, our culture is hot.
Mm.
The culture at the Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm, it is beaming with life. We
Okay.
push people. We are people pushers. So the agents that come my way, they know they're going to grow, develop, and change. They know that we are a family. We support one another. And listen, I just so happen to be a believer. And so my faith helped compel the agents when they're walking through life challenges and situations. We
Wow.
care about the agents that are in the real estate firm. And so we
Mm.
motivate them, we encourage them, we empower them. That's what sets us apart. And we are professionals. We don't
Mm.
play. We show up, we look the part, we do the
Okay.
part, we speak the part, we write the contract the way they need to be written. And then we don't have any choice but to shine bright like the diamonds that we are. And when I
Mhm.
think about how many have I trained, man, I'm telling you, over the last 17 years,
Yeah.
it's been thousands. It's
Wow.
literally have been thousands. And as a coach, one of the components that I do is I train real estate agents who are starting their own platforms, their own brokerage.
Oh,
I'm a full brokerage company. And so we're
wow.
training people like that. We're training agents who are new agents and they want to get to that six
Okay.
figure. Every real estate agent need to, if you're not making $100,000 and you're a real estate agent, something is wrong. Call me.
Wow.
Let's have a sit down. You can make that in a month in real estate easily.
Wow. 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 How did your guys, you said during COVID, you made another pivot. How did you even make it through COVID? Because it changed the game for everything.
But listen, man of God, when it looks like things are going down, when you belong to God, that can be your come up season.
All right
Because
now.
between 2020 and 2022,
Mhm.
23, the end of 22, I made more money in real estate than I had
Wow.
made in a long time. How?
Wow.
Why? Everybody started working from home. Everybody needed
Mhm.
a house with an office.
That's true.
Everybody needed more space because the kids was getting taught from school. They were selling their houses and they were upgrading to bigger houses.
Wow.
So it made sense. So we were essential workers because people need housing. And man, we milked that thing. When I say we milked it, not in a negative way, but we
Absolutely.
saw the opportunity. And it's about supply and demand. And so we created opportunities. We knocked on doors and said, you want to sell your house? We got a potential buyer.
Wow, that's strong. I mean, big time strong. That you did not allow COVID to stagnate you, stop you, but you became creative and grew. Yes, indeed. Creativity is powerful. How much creativity can you use or do you use in real estate?
Oh man, you can have a whole show. And what I mean by that is anywhere from social media. I became viral on TikTok. My 23-year-old, he's always putting the camera in my face, asking me to do and say something. And you know, the thing about real estate is the things that you think don't matter. And I tell my agents all the time, and I want to say this to any other entrepreneurs, even if you're not in real estate, if you have an opportunity to create a brand, to create a persona of who you are, people want to know, like, and trust you. In real estate, we have the vehicle to jump on social media, to show home tours, to talk about what's going on in the market. People are interested in realtors' life. For whatever reason, they want to see where you live. They want to know what you drive. They want to know what restaurants you like to eat at. And I think a lot of that had to do with HGTV and all of that good stuff.
Right.
But real estate truly gives you an opportunity to create personas to help people understand that they too belong at the table. And that's through like my Motivation Mondays. I'm not necessarily talking about real estate, but people know I'm a realtor. So they may hit me up just because I said something motivational and their cousin want to buy a house.
Wow. That's so powerful. Well, look, this is a good time to take a break. We want to always encourage you to support this broadcast. We give you that opportunity. You will see it on the screen. And I want to encourage you to get the book. I did a forward for my good friend, and it's called Unshakable. What do you do when things go wrong? What do you do when everything comes against you? Listen, I want you to learn how to stand, but not just stand, but stand strong. When things go wrong, you've got to be unshakable. You can't stop the storms of life from coming. You heard Tammie tell it to you. Either you're coming in a storm, you're coming out of a storm, going in a storm. You heard what she said, okay? So you're going to need to know how to be unshakable. COVID stopped a lot of people. A lot of people left this earth. But did you hear what she said? She grew. She pivoted because she was unshakable. I need you to get this book in your library. Understand and Rebuild. Once the rain clears, I'm telling you, get this book today. Unshakable. Dear speakers, entrepreneurs, professionals, doctors, and lawyers, we are excited to invite you to join Dr. Anthony D. Shannon, that's me, to what? Leaders Live Generously Summit. It's a premier virtual event taking place on February the 17th, 18th, and 19th, 2025. This 3-day summit is crafted to inspire, equip, and empower visionary leaders like you with the information, strategies, and inspiration to win in 2025. At Leaders Live Generously Summit, you'll have the opportunity to transform your leadership, gain insight and practical tools to break through limiting beliefs, soar in your industry, receive cutting-edge strategies that will set you up for success in 2025. We want you to thrive in 2025. Connect with community of like-minded leaders who are committed to living and leading generously. This summit is your chance to come alive and step into your next level of influence, next level of impact. Don't miss out on this transformative experience. Join us and thrive in 2025. To register, go to leaderslivegenerouslysummit.com. We look forward to seeing you soar in your leadership in 2025.
Are Are you ready to embark on a journey of inspiration and empowerment? Introducing The Heart of a Black Man, inspiring stories of triumph and resilience. A captivating anthology that sheds light on the incredible stories of Black men who have faced adversity with unwavering strength. This anthology features a powerful voice among its authors, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. His contribution adds a unique perspective, weaving a narrative of resilience, faith, and triumph that will leave you inspired and moved. The Heart of a Black Man is more than just a book. It's a beacon of hope, a celebration of perseverance, and a testament to the indomitable spirit within the hearts of Black men. Available now on Amazon for only $20 or Kindle for $9.99, The Heart of a Black Man is a powerful investment in knowledge, empathy, and inspiration. Reach out to us or order your copy today and join us in celebrating the resilience, triumphs, and the enduring spirit of Black men everywhere. Hello, and thank you for tuning into Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, we hope that you're enjoying the show, and we want to let you know that we are grateful for you. From captivating stories to insightful discussions, we value your presence in our community. Now, if you're finding value and joy in what we bring to your screen, we'd like to invite you to consider taking your support a step further. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we warmly invite you to contribute. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each, as well as 10 contributors with a gift of $526, and 10 supporters donating $224.24. Every donation, regardless of the amount, makes a significant impact. However, as a token of our gratitude, each contributor will receive a personalized prophetic word and an exclusive ebook. We have 3 simple ways for you to give, making it quick and easy for you to send your contributions. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon. You can send your contribution directly to our amazing host. The second way is to download the V-Church app. Go ahead and download on the Google Play or your App Store and follow the prompts there. The third is Cash App, $ the Victory Church INT. Again, we thank you for your contributions and your support of Leading from the Future with our amazing host, Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. Well, thank you for being an essential part of our journey. Your generosity truly fuels our passion. Now let's get back to the show because more exciting moments await us. Thank you for your continued support.
All right. Well, listen, we are back leading from the future. I'm your host, Dr. Anthony D. Shannon, a prophet you can trust with the one and only real estate mogul, Dr. Tammie T. Harris. Been breaking it down. I'm telling you, she's been given a whole lot of wisdom. All right. Now I need to go in here and ask you, what is the power of coaching and why do people need a coach?
So people need a coach and the power of coaching. I want to think about it like this. How in the world do you grow, develop, and change doing what you always did?
Wow.
You gotta
repeat that.
yes.
God, you gotta
How do you grow, develop, or change when you have done what you always did? Without a coach, without a therapist, without someone leading the way, how can you get to your new next now? That's what I'm asking people. I want to continue to walk in a journey to get to my new next now, but you can't do that alone. A coach gives you the opportunity to miss that pitfall, to not get in that relationship, to decide, yes, I belong at the table. They're training you, they're teaching you. And the power of coaching is magnetic because it's the thing that literally take you to your next place.
Wow. It's the vehicle that takes you to your next place. Even the scriptures bear that out. 2 is better than 1. So you better have somebody that can help you be a catalyst to get you to your next place. Wow. That's why you're successful. That's why your business is successful. And one of the things that I would like to know and tell the community is this, what has been for you your most effective strategy for growing your business, especially in a competitive market like real estate, and you're a woman making it happen?
Well, I truly understand the power of people want to know you, like you, and trust you. So I stay consistent. I keep my word. I do what I say I'm going to do, and I model professionalism.
Wow.
No matter how comfortable I get with a client, I first serve them extremely well. And I
Okay.
let them know that they matter. And at the end of the day, we're growing this thing for you as it relates to if it's real estate, if it's coaching, if I'm speaking. But you have to remain consistent. When people see that, that means something to most people. And
Yes,
so
indeed.
you become respected in your trade. Whatever it is that you're doing, you do it very well, because at the end of the day, people are going to remember that you cared, and then they will remember that you knew what you knew. And so I care about God's people. I started out saying that I really do love people, and
Yeah.
sometimes it shoot me in the foot, but I really do love God's people.
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Sometimes it shoot us in the foot. And so that lets me to this, because time is winding up. I can't believe it's going so fast. But, what are some of the biggest challenges, you faced in real estate? Real estate have been through a lot of ups and downs, especially since COVID, but you seem to be able to adapt and you've been able to overcome. What was some of the biggest challenges that you had to face?
When I came into the market, it felt like a male dominating world.
Oh,
And that was almost 18 years ago. I didn't see a lot of brown people like me in the
okay.
area that I'm from in real estate. And so some of the challenges were, when you walk in the room, what are you doing in here?
Ah,
Some of the challenges were when you're working with certain clients, they're looking for someone else.
okay.
Because I got to a house. This was years ago,
Mhm.
$900,000 house, and we had talked on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, I want you to list my house. I like what you're doing, and all this good stuff." And I ring the doorbell, and the man comes to the door, and he says, "How can I help you?" And I said, "Hey there, I'm Tammie Harris, Remax." And he says, "No, you're not her." And so, long story short, the man did not know I was African American. And
Wow.
so he was trying to debate whether he wanted to invite me in the home. But long story short, he invited me in the home. At the end of the day, I had a good broker owner who later said to him, "If you want to work with Remax, you got to work with her."
Wow.
So those were some of the challenges that I faced, but I kept moving forward, and now I'm seeing a whole lot of more people that look like me, and we're killing it in the game. And you just got to press forward regardless of what people think. And now I work with a lot of people
Yes,
that
indeed.
don't look like me, and so I'm excited about that.
Man, that is so cool. And then lastly, can you share, because you said it throughout the program, you like to help people, you've helped the real estate agents, make big checks and all of that sort of thing. What can you share, or share a story where you've helped a client or even a broker or an agent achieve their dream in maybe a unique or unexpected way?
Absolutely. I have so many programs that I coach, but this one particular program, matter of fact, I have something coming up next week for anyone who may be interested in the weeks to come.
Mhm.
But this program was called Mindset to Millions, The Confident Woman. And I had an agent in that program who was timid and shy. Miss Tammie, I don't like to talk in front of people, little Southern girl, but had a sweet personality and really cared about people. And she started out in my 6-week program, then my 12-week program, then my 12-month program. And Now, when I tell you this lady is killing it in the game, and those
Wow.
6 figures a month, she's seeing that work for herself. And I'm just excited. And she'll reach out to me every now and then. I still coach her from time to
Mm.
time. And she's like, Miss Tammie, my whole life changed when I met you. And that means something to me, not
Yes.
so much, that her whole life changed when she met me, but God put something down inside of me that my grandmother told me one day I was going to do something great in life, and I was able to pay it forward.
Wow. Well, listen, folks, you've heard it live and in color from the one and only Dr. Tammie T. Harris. If you are anywhere near the Carolinas, you better look her up. If you need coaching, you better look her up. You need real estate, you better look her up. You need a master class from Change Your Mindset, you better look her up. So tell the people, how can they connect with you? Social media contact, and even how to get your books.
Absolutely, because I have 3 of them. So I am at TammieHarrisCoaching.com. That's Tammie with the IE, HarrisCoaching.com. You can also reach me at TammieHGroup.com. That's Tammie, the letter H, group.com on the real estate side. And I'm here. I'm in the Raleigh-Durham Triangle research area. I do have 3 books that I'm super proud of, excited. You can look on my website at that, but I'm in the Raleigh-Durham Triangle research area, and my phone number also is 919-418-1376, 919-418-1376, and I'm on all the social media platforms. Tammie T. Harris.
Well, you heard it live and in color. Tammie has dropped 24 karat gold bars tonight. Indeed. Believe that. Okay. And we are excited. Thank you so much for coming on and being a part of our platform and speaking to our community. It's such a wonderful, I love the passion, love the compassion, and love the fact that you help people go to a new level. I'm telling you, it's so wonderful. Well, folks, that brings us to another closing. We've never, ever out of word. We're just always out of time. We always got somebody that's got a story for you, somebody that's been through something, somebody that's overcame something, somebody want to help you get to your millions. You better keep tuning in as we lead from the future, not from behind. You know what I always tell you? Everyone born has been born for a purpose. Find your purpose and start living your life. And if you got to go through multiple times to find it, but find it, okay? And when you find it, you can leave a legacy. That's what we like to do. Continue to follow us. Continue to buy the books, support the people we have on. And if you need coaching, you know where to go. Find us, all right? We'll see you next time. As we always say, we don't lead from behind, but we lead from the future. Peace.
Thank you for joining us on another incredible episode of Leading from the Future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon. We've had an amazing journey exploring visionary leadership and inspiring insights. If you're passionate about sharing your story and ideas on our show, we'd love to have you as a guest. Simply reach out to us via email at thevictorychurchint@gmail.com. To ensure the continued success of our channel, we invite you to support us by contributing. We're seeking 10 generous individuals to donate $1,000 each. You can contribute through 3 convenient ways. The first is Cash App. That's right, $ Anthony D. Shannon. Or $ The Victory Church INT. You can also download the VChurch app. Search for us on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Follow the prompts and make your contribution. Whether you contribute $1,000 or any amount, every donation makes a difference. Go ahead and support us today. For more information and to stay connected, please visit leaderslivegenerously.com. We appreciate your support in advancing our mission. Well, thank you for being a part of this incredible community. Join us again next time as we lead from the future with Dr. Pastor Prophet Anthony D. Shannon.